I'm here with the one, the only, Chris Masters. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on to the show.
No problem. Glad to be on.
Yes, sir. So my first question for you is, what inspired you to start wrestling?
What inspired me to start wrestling? I loved it growing up. I was a fan of Mark, as they say, pretty much my whole life, and that kind of carried over all the way till I stopped watching for maybe a couple years, and then I got right back into it when I was about 14 or 15. It was about 1995, and never looked back, man. I was just like, I just started watching it full time again, and then as I got older, I just thought I was so obsessed with it. I was like, I don't think I love anything more than I love wrestling, so I should pursue it.
Definitely. So that passion just grew from watching it, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about, so was it the fame, the money? Like, what was it about wrestling that really caught your eye to it?
I just love the performance aspect of it in terms of, you get showmanship, athleticism, the music, the pyrotechnics, the art form. I mean, you just get this random kind of accumulation of all these different types of things, acting, and you get it all in one. And, some people call it a male soap opera, but there's just nothing else like it. You know what I mean? To perform in front of 10, 20,000 people, to have all that stuff involved, I mean, there's nothing else.
Can't beat it. So what was it like seeing yourself like in video game and action figure form?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, man. When you grow up as a fan, you kind of wonder about these things, like what's it going to be like? What's my music going to be like? What's my nickname going to be? And then, just seeing yourself in a video game is a trip. Like I would get every game, obviously, and put it in the system and, go right to watching my entrance and all that stuff. I mean, I got to be honest, I'm not a big wrestling game guy per se. I love NBA 2K though.
Yeah.
But, obviously I did love when I was on a wrestling game, it was cool. You know what I mean? Like the action figures, all that kind of stuff.
Definitely. And so, this has been a big thing, the Hurt Lock and the Master Lock.
Yeah.
Now, Bobby Lashley has broken out of the Master Lock before, but could you break out of the Hurt Lock?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Why hasn't that match happened yet?
Well, it has. It happened in the past. Bobby broke the Master Lock originally, then we worked there. And then we also worked, again, in Impact Wrestling. So we've worked a couple of times, but, Bobby broke the Master Lock. So when you think about it logically just kind of makes sense. Like, okay, he broke it way back when. For him to be the guy to adopt it now and feature it the way he has, when not only you factor that, but you also factor the fact that his physical stature and how big he is and what a freakish athlete he is. Like, if anybody can apply a full Nelson, it's Bobby Lashley.
Right, definitely. And so, thinking back on your time in WWE, what was one of your favorite matches that you had?
Oh, I always answer this one kind of the same. The easy answer is against Shawn Michaels at Unforgiven in 2005, and that's just strictly because I grew up idolizing Shawn Michaels. I mean, I loved him ever since he went singles and broke up with Marty. It was the first heel that I was ever like a huge fan for, which was perplexing at the time. But I just recognized what he brought into the ring. I liked the whole characters, the sexy boy and all that. It was amazing. And then, getting to work him for me was like the pinnacle. It's winning the world title for me or working Shawn Michaels on pay-per-view. That's as high as it goes.
And going back, you used to sneak into wrestling matches and see him backstage, right?
Wow, that's funny you caught that. Yeah, man. I would go to shows at the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, and one of my friends on my second house show or live event there had found this service elevator that led you right downstairs to the backstage area. And so we would frequently sneak backstage, and we would get kicked out by Dave Hebner all the time, which was hilarious. But, eventually we started smartening up, though. Like when we would do it, we'd realize, don't wear a wrestling shirt because it outs you as a mark. And also, don't just hang out backstage. We'd hang out in the parking lot and wait for them to leave, and that way we didn't get kicked out as quick.
Definitely. And then my last couple of questions, branching off from that too, like I'm the same way. Growing up, I could always sneak into anything and get in there and see folks I wanted to, because I tried at a WWE event like years ago, but didn't get much success. But that's funny.
The funny thing is I was talking